Believe me, you gotta get up early if you want to get out of bed.
Hey, bro. Got that good chiba chiba.
Right on.
You down?
I'm ready.
I think if you have a good idea, you could damn near beat on some cardboard.
Good chiba chiba.
You mind if I don't smoke?
Chiba chiba.
I smoke the other 3/4 myself.
Dynamite. You dig that chiba chiba, bro? Yeah.
I think that a couple of things that happened when I started buying old records, of course. Initially, I was just looking for the things other people would use. And there were some magazines in England that started writing about breakbeats and sampling and what it was all about. And I was just picking them up here in town in California, and so I'd use that as a resource and just go to my local record store. And back then, of course, nobody was out here was looking at that kind of stuff, so it'd be like, you take it for granted, you know what I mean? I'd come up here, oh, Sarong, rocket in the pocket, oh, okay. Oh, incredible vinyl band, cool, And, but a couple things, I picked up James Brown Payback, just on a whim, because I knew James, a lot. I see James Brown's name a lot in these sample things. And it was before anybody had really used the big Payback, the song, And when people started using it, I was like, man, I could have done that. I could have done that first, And then, but the big one as well for me was my dad had,
What do you get when you fall in
Very
love?
angry.
A girl with a pin to burst your bubble. That's what you get for all your trouble.
Now listen to me, I tell you what I do. I play you one of my own compositions. So you want I should steal?
I don't know. Either I'm off my nut or he is. Or you are.
I was listening to The Cut with called Hyperbolic Cesspit Widow. It's a long title. I put it on a tape, and it was, on the same tape as like whatever else was out that weekend. Some 2 Live Crew record and a PvP record or something. And was just play it in rotation with my normal diet of hip-hop. And then Public Enemy used it on Black Steel and Hail of Chaos. And I was like, see, I can do this, My dad had that record. I felt like I was in sync with the whole sample movement at that moment. Because my dad, had a lot of records. They were actually, my mom and my dad were at the Tower of Power concert in Oakland about 7 hours before.
We interrupt this record to bring you a special bulletin. The reports of a flying saucer hovering over the city have been confirmed.
What are you people? On dope?
Yeah, I agree with that. I remember Kool Moe Dee saying he got a degree in communications. And that's what I did. I thought to myself, it was like 86, 87. I didn't know what I wanted to do in college. I had another 3 years of high school, whatever. I heard him say that, and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'll do that. So that's what I set out to do. I can just keep breaking it down like that. The music. I don't know. Music has just always been there. My parents made me play piano when I was young, So I've always enjoyed music. I always wanted to play the drums, never was able to. We never lived in the kind of place where I could have a drum kit. And, school, I wasn't really, I would do what I had to do to get by, but at night I would go home and just put on the headphones and just sit there and make my own little pause mixes. Make my own scratch on Charlie Brown records and things like that, because it just felt it was just for me. Being a DJ has always been what I've identified myself as. When you're a kid, you imitate your heroes. If your heroes are Jimi Hendrix and Jimmy Page, then you play guitar, until you imitate the riffs first of all, and then you sort of put your own spin on it, and then keep going, develop your own thing. For me, I was imitating all my DJ heroes, Jam Master Jay. Even up to people like DJ Too Tough from the Tough Crew, who I thought was incredible. Trick were just talking about him 2 days ago. And you just, yeah, I was just trying to cut like they did and just scratch like they did, and I would do it until I could imitate it, and then I'd try and do it faster. And so those were my heroes, and then when I got into sampling and I felt like I could make tracks, and because like in 90 and 89 when I started making my own music, you couldn't really just, I mean, turntablism as an art form hadn't really developed yet, and even people like Cash Money, who were adept DJs, still had to rely on beats and samples to propel their songs along. So I quickly learned that that's what I had to do, and then I had to, I was imitating my heroes from that, from the whole sample glory days, people like, again, Premier, Large Professor, Pete Rock, and a lot of lesser-known beat makers and stuff. And when it came time for me to, once I imitated them and I put my own spin on it, for some reason my spin tended to be towards eliciting some sort of emotion